Hey guys, it's 5'3" braided me. I probably should have done a video on the braids. I just got really bored for a little bit. But guess what's back? Yes, it is back, my popular demand. No, I told you guys I was really looking forward to going back to what I knew, going back to the simplicity of things. But I got a lot of comments about Chebe Infused Oil, and I was saying that I was going to look into it because I didn't know anything about it and that I was open to suggestions. So I decided to try it out. I have batches and batches of already made oil, fenugreek oil to be exact. So I just took one of the jars I already had with the fenugreek oil and I ended up re-cooking it, I guess, and then adding in the Chebe powder as well. The smell kind of overtook it, to be completely honest, but this video is going to be how I made the Chebe infused oil as well as how I put it in. So I'm just starting off by getting a small pot, and I'm just going to fill it with a little bit of water. And next you're going to go ahead and see me get my fenugreek oil. So I've got fenugreek seeds, amla powder, shea butter, and olive oil and castor oil in here. That's what's all in here. It's kind of settled, as you can see, but I'm just going to go ahead and reheat it anyway. So I'm going to put it on kind of high to medium high heat. Like, I don't want it to be completely boiling, but I want it to be able to warm up the powder enough that everything can mix together. I definitely did want it to be hot. Like I said, I don't want it to boil per se, but I wanted it to be hot enough that I can actually get all the nutrients in that I could. So here is the Chebe powder that you guys have seen in some of my previous videos. It's the same Chebe powder I'm going to be using to make this infused oil. So I wasn't really sure how much I should be using for myself, so I decided to go with the same amount that I did for the fenugreek seeds and do roughly 2, what would you call this, maybe a teaspoon? 2 heaping, nah, it's more like a tablespoon. 2 heaping tablespoons, and I'm just gonna put it right into the oil. I didn't wait until it was completely melted and whatnot. I just kind of put it in and started trying to mix it a little bit just to try to get some of the powder towards the bottom. And because the Chebe is so smelly, and now it's starting to get heated so it's even more smelly, I decided to go ahead and cover it with a little bit of the lid again. My mom is really sensitive to smell, so I didn't want to give her a headache or anything. And regardless what I wanted, the water started to boil anyway. I decided this was a good idea just so that it can kind of cook a little bit more. So I decided to go ahead and just watch the pot the entire time to make sure everything was okay. And I'm sorry, but I lost the footage of me filtering all of the Chebe out. Basically, I just got a coffee filter, put it in this red cup, and I let it kind of sift itself out. So I'm just gonna pour it right back into the jar that I had after I had cleaned it. And I'm gonna store it just in a really dark place under the counter until I'm ready to use it. And I'm just using it, like I said, on my ends to see where it goes. So this is just me applying some of that oil to my hair right before I put in those beads. I really liked the way that it wasn't as grainy or sandy or anything, so I didn't mind that. The smell wasn't as bad as I pictured it would be. We're just gonna see how this pans out, but right now I'm only putting it on my ends, and then I put those beads on really to take care of my ends. That's like my biggest problem area in my natural hair journey, so I just wanted to kind of take extra care of them. that's it. So I know I said that I was going to not be using Chebe for a very long time, but I also did say that I was going to be open to some suggestions. So what I'm doing right now is I'm only applying this oil to the ends of my hair, like the very, very ends of my hair. I've been trying to do some more braided styles. I'm getting this really bad itch for using braiding hair and doing something like all down my back, but I really want to A, save money. You guys know I'm on a journey to early retirement, and B, I want to make sure that I learn how to do my own hair, I guess. I've only done like fake dreadlocks and whatnot, but I really want to learn how to braid my own hair. But even still, I said at the beginning of this journey that I was going to keep things simple. I will hopefully be putting together a routine, or not putting together a routine for me, I have my routine, but showing you guys what I did to get from ear length to mid-back length in 3 years. I've had people asking me how I do my inversion method, how I make my oil, because it is a little different. What I put in my Chebe, not my Chebe, it's taking over my life. How I make my shea butter. That was close. So yeah, we're gonna see how this goes for a while. I ended up putting this is the first time I've ever braided my hair. Please be gentle on the comments, okay? And this is also the very first time I've ever put beads in my hair. My mom never put beads in my hair when I was a kid. Barrettes and baubles sometimes, yes, but never beads or shells. So this was definitely an experiment. There are actually like seven that still need beads. I got tired, but I did it to seal my ends, and I'm gonna try to keep them in as long as I can. And then come maybe like what? How long can you keep these in? A month and a half? 2 months? Take them down and do some sort of other protective style. So again, thank you guys for being so patient with me. If you have any other suggestions or comments about this Chebe, please let me know in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.